Shikamaru Nara is perhaps one of the most underrated Naruto characters, but to be clear, I'm not talking about his combat prowess or his intelligence. If you ask most Naruto fans, they'll be quick to tell you Shikamaru is easily one of the most smartest characters in Naruto. What I'm referring to instead is the fact that in his own way, Shikamaru is perhaps one of the most enjoyable characters to read, which is partly due to his slight dark sense of humor and his sarcastic quips that he's shown at times. It's that same sarcasm and dark humor that he directed at Kakashi when he found out he was being made into the 6th Hokage. In today's video, I plan to not only share with you Shikamaru's thoughts on Kakashi being Hokage, but also why he wasn't impressed with Naruto and Sasuke starting to be seen as war heroes. The information comes to us in the Naruto epilogue novel, Shikamaru Hidden, a cloud drifting silently in the dark. In the scene I'm going to share with you, Shikamaru is looking up at the clouds, much like he often always does, and he's thinking about how the ninja world has changed in the 2 years since Kaguya's defeat. In typical Shikamaru fashion, he calls being one of the leaders of the new 5 Kage alliance a total drag because he's forced to work with not only the other 4 ninja villages, but also the smaller villages that are looking to join the alliance. It's in the moments as he walks past the Hokage monument, looking up at all of the stone faces, that we see just how Shikamaru views Kakashi as Hokage and both Naruto and Sasuke as surprisingly being unimpressive war heroes. Now, just to be clear, I know a bunch of you guys are going to point out the Naruto Shippuden anime adaptation for the Shikamaru novel and cry out, this isn't correct, I'm making stuff up. Like I've covered in my details detailing the 2 Itachi novels, Naruto's wedding novel and Sasuke's epilogue novel, the anime made a lot, and I mean a lot, of major changes when they adapted the novel. In the anime, they played up Shikamaru's admiration for Kakashi as Hokage, choosing to highlight Shikamaru's growth as a character, showing him as slowly becoming an adult and working directly under the Hokage. However, this is only half of the case. In quite a few portions of the novel, Shikamaru's internal monologues offer sharp criticisms of Kakashi as Hokage, which is nothing new, especially if you read the novelization for Naruto the Last. With that out of the way, I'm going to start reading a few lines from the scene and then come back to you guys with an analysis, and it's here that I'll begin quoting. The face of the current Hokage was next to Tsunade's, sleepy eyes under wiry hair. The lower half of his symmetrical face with a sharp nose was covered by a mask. The Hokage was the symbol of Konoha, someone everyone had to approve of before ascension. The face on the mountain was meant to carve the Hokage's face into memory, never to be forgotten, and yet the lower half of this man's face was hidden by a stupid mask. Hatake Kakashi, Hokage. Every single soul in the shinobi world knew him as the master of Naruto, the hero of the 4th Great Ninja War, and Sasuke, the man who helped undo the infinite Tsukiyomi. Shikamaru, however, had a much closer relationship with Kakashi, Naruto, and Sasuke. He felt disconnected from the people who made such a fuss over them, people who told him that they were heroes, legends, and praised them to high heaven, but he definitely wouldn't use any words like that to describe any of them. They didn't deserve it. Kakashi was a man who only stepped up to the plate when he absolutely had to. In everyday life, he was a total waste of grown-up space with no interest in doing anything. It was a drag. And the other two, the so-called heroes, were just the same, useless. One was a complete and total idiot. The other was a former criminal and utterly pig-headed. There was no helping either of them, especially Naruto, who was being called a living legend. Shikamaru couldn't understand this world, where the 3 of them were starting to be held in high esteem. End quote. Now I find Shikamaru's thoughts really telling. On one hand, his quick and sharp remarks aren't anything new, especially when you go back and you read the Naruto manga a lot closer and you disregard the anime filler. Shikamaru is very intelligent, but he's had more than his fair share of wise-ass moments where he says something sideways. His critique of Kakashi isn't completely wrong when you look at his character unbiasedly. Kakashi dragged his feet on becoming the 6th Hokage to the point where Naruto had to beg him to take the role, and Tsunade hounded him almost weekly to settle on an inauguration date. Kakashi as Hokage did handle some heavy lifting, but he also put a good bit of his responsibilities on his advisors and only stepped up when the village was in a crisis, which is seen in Naruto the Last when the moon is falling, and in the Sakura Hiden novel where the Anbu create a tailed beast drug that caused a miniature Kyuubi to fire Biju bombs that shook the earth in a battle so intense that Kakashi dispatched Naruto and Hinata to back up Sakura in a battle with it. What's also telling is that that Shikamaru is being tough on Naruto, which is really important, and this makes the most sense. He vowed to become Naruto's advisor when he finally became Hokage. This passage makes it very clear Shikamaru will not blindly follow Naruto, at least not until he fully matures. Naruto at this point in the story still had a childlike innocence to him. He still played pranks whenever he got the chance. Shikamaru's thoughts showed that, like Tsunade and Kakashi, he thought Naruto was not quite ready for the role of Hokage, and more importantly, that the sudden praise might be given to a boy who was hated by everyone and might spiral him out of control. Naruto possessed a small chance of allowing it to feed into his childish manner and cause him to pull off more pranks and to take things less seriously. Though it's only a chance, it's still one that Shikamaru took into consideration. This brings us to Sasuke. Sasuke was still viewed by Shikamaru and others as someone who couldn't fully be trusted. The guy was a criminal and did kill a Hokage candidate who had been approved by the feudal lord only days before the 4th Great Ninja War, which Sasuke started out on the wrong side of. Sasuke did help end the infinite Tsukuyomi Genjutsu that was casted on the world. It was more so the doing of Naruto beating him over the head with this ninja Bible while waving a canister of ninja holy water and shouting talk no jutsu sermons from his ninja Bible. Shikamaru didn't fully agree with Sasuke slowly being given a small degree of credit as a war hero. So what did you guys think about all of this? Would you like to see more videos from this portion of the blank period that focus on Shikamaru, but most importantly clear up some of the inconsistencies that the anime had for their adaptation of this novel? That's it for my video today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome day.